What's up? What's up? What's up, everybody? Welcome back to some more Halo Wars. We got a 3v3. Pretty wild one. Pretty back and forth. This was a game that was played on stream recently, consisting of Tiny Shoe and Mr. Pig and OG Zero versus myself, Get Shrek'd, Get Shrek'd by me, and DJ Panic. So, first of all, thank you all so much for 3,000 subscribers. I am blessed. I really appreciate all the support. I would have never thought that we'd get this far. I started this channel back in 2019, April 1st of 2019, and we only hit 1,000 subscribers last July. I think it was last July or early August, so hasn't even been a full year since we hit 1,000, and we've already essentially tripled the amount of subscribers. So thank you again very much. I am Professor Anders, gonna be getting some warthogs out and going to take over these expos here, try to get a very nice foothold. But this is gonna go into the late game. It's a double covey versus double UNSC, and typically when you have more covenants on your side, you're gonna go on the offensive. It's the best ways, it's the best chances of success, and yeah, so here we go.
All units.
Got my 4 hogs. There's an elephant coming out. Gonna get quickly smitten, smote, smited.
All units.
And my homeboys are gonna cruise on up there. I think I'm researching gunner. I'm not sure what I'm doing here. Must have been fixing something.
All units.
We're going 5 hog gunner,
All units.
and we're gonna clear some expos out.
Supply pad complete.
Tiny Shoe is the Covenant player on the opposing team, and Mr. Pig is the yellow forge, and OG Zero is the blue cutter.
Gunner researched. All units. Enemy engagement. Supply pad.
Got those flaming warthogs clearing the bases as usual,
Local units.
trying to micro them like a champion.
Complete. Local units. Local units.
Tiny Shoe is defending valiantly. He's got plenty of honor guards.
Local units.
Kind of sucks that we went up against him as Prophet, because that's like the perfect covenant to defend against a rush with.
Local units.
His honor guards are just so strong.
Local units. Supply pad upgraded. Local units.
Space is going down,
Local units.
and the priority here is to get into Gosshogs. I want to try and get those
Local
out
units.
so I can do some damage. Why else would I want them out?
All
You know what I mean?
units.
Excuse me. This is a hot mic, people. We don't mute for burps.
Supply pad upgraded.
I don't really know what's going on over there. Lots of honor guards kind of harassing the UNSC, the blue UNSC. Getting this expo up.
All units.
And I'm going to clear out the middle for some extra money. And hopefully not lose any more warthogs.
All units. Fire base ready. All units. All units.
Checking the scores here, seeing who's doing what.
All units. All units.
And I see some of Mr. Pig's dastardly warthogs sneak and snake through the front lines here. And I almost had killed him, but the little bastard got off a carpet bomb. And he just dumps on my expo and wastes that 500 resources for the reactor. So that was definitely worth it. I was like, you gotta be kidding me at this point. I have been cheated. And now Tiny Shoe is coming up on offense.
All units.
Mr. Pig, I know you're watching. You dastardly devil, you.
Local units. Local units.
He has his expo up, and he's got a tank out, so
Local units.
that's going to be very hard for me to push in with just gunner hogs.
All units.
So I'm going to queue this up, and I'm going to see if I can harass on the opposite side.
All units.
I think Shrek was about to get that shield up, but Shoe is right there, and here comes the honor guards. Shrek's still rocking that baby prophet.
Enemy engagement.
It's a good idea beaming those down. The honor guards are going to be I'd say the most DPS there. They just outnumber the prophet, however mighty he may be.
All units.
Bases is coming up nicely. He's beaming down the heavy pads. Not a bad idea.
Enemy engagement. All units.
And I am going to try and avoid unnecessary warhog deaths.
All units. All units.
But didn't lose too much there.
All units.
And now I'm going to try to queue
All
up
units.
Grenadier.
All units.
But I see Mr. Pig is pushing right on the back side.
All
I'm going to
units.
queue up Grenadier right on the base there. I don't know if I should have done it right there because that base is very exposed.
All units.
Panic's going to send in his Banshees and harass these tanks here.
Enemy engagement. All units.
Yeah, that carpet bomb sent me back pretty far.
All units.
But my numbers are still decent, so we're going to push those tanks out. He got one tank,
Researched. All units.
and my third reactor's coming up as we speak.
All units. All units.
Moving out. Yes, sir. Moving out.
Reactor complete.
Goss is going to go up on the main.
Local units.
And I queued up a supply pad. Probably should have done that after the building was created, just so I didn't lose that extra health buff.
Local units. Local units. Local units. Local
I'm clear out a third and try to get myself some more numbers up here.
pad complete.
Mr. Pig's Expo is being harassed right now by some Banshees. You can see the little blue dot on the map there, but I was too busy working on my own stuff.
All units.
Doing a good job over there
All units.
harassing. I think a reactor was killed from the looks of it.
Units. Supply pad
But
upgrade.
Tiny Shoe has his vampires out now. I'm going to down tech even further because I got reserves on deck.
All units.
And this is very, very vulnerable right now. No shield and Goss Hogs versus a Covey base. Just shreds them.
Enemy engagement.
Tanks coming out from 0. So they're going into double
Local
tanks.
units.
And they got some
Enemy engagement.
Wolverines.
Fire base ready.
Yes, sir.
Local units. Local units. Local units.
I'm going to try to take down some of these pads here.
Local units.
Let's really push this
Local units.
this weakness.
Local units.
A lot of wolves on the other team there.
Local units. Local units. Local units.
I'm going to shoot for the temple.
Local units. Local units. Supply pad complete.
I can rebuild these hogs pretty fast. I just want to do that damage and get out. And Panic is on the other side. He just cleaned that blue base up, so that's great.
All units. All units.
Does have canister shell.
All units. All units.
Moving out.
But those vamps are very, very
All units.
plentiful. They've essentially shut down all of our air with that collection of Wolverines and vamps.
Yes, sir.
Supply pad complete.
Moving out.
All units.
Attacking. Moving out.
I'm going to poke back in here and clean this base up.
All units. All units. All units.
These guys are on their own, so this should be a quicker kill.
Supply pad complete. Enemy engagement.
Yes, sir.
All units.
Mr. Pig's going to
All
show up, though.
units. All units. Enemy engagement.
Moving out. Warthog ready.
All units.
Yes, sir.
All units.
Moving out. Warthog ready to roll. Moving out.
The Tactical Honor Guard in the Scout Tower from Shrek. Love to see it.
All units.
Helps you know what's going on.
Hog fired up. Yes, sir.
Almost at full Papa Goss as well. I'm gonna opt to upgrade these bases here, get some stations up.
Yes, sir. Regeneration aborted. Healing target.
Station upgrade.
And we're gonna tidy up these hogs a little bit. I'm also gonna get my tech back here, kind of as a like a safety net in case something else were to happen where I need to transition into something else.
Yes, sir. Warthog good to go. Yes, sir.
All units. Station upgrade complete.
Fired up. Yes, sir.
All units.
And we've got a little lull in the storm.
Reactor complete.
I'm gonna try to push in and see if I can deny any more Captain Cutter bases.
Moving out. Warthog ready to roll.
All units.
Warthog good to go.
All units.
Attacking.
We do have one.
Moving out.
All units. Enemy engagement.
And it just might die, folks.
Enemy engagement. All units.
I'm gonna transition into some Gremlins
Complete. All units.
to try and stop all of that ground
All
ground
units.
vehicles.
Enemy engagement.
But there's
All
quite
units.
a bit of forces there, so
All units.
I'm gonna have to sneak around.
Warthog good to go.
'Cause I can't fight that head on.
All
No way.
units.
Even with those Wolverines, they'll just too tanky.
Yes, sir.
I don't think I have
All
enough.
Units. All units. All units.
Blue's got some Cobras, got some Brobras set up, and I'm taking some heavy losses. And Mr. Pig is on power turret as well.
All units. A base has been destroyed.
Try to pick up that expo over there,
All units.
but it did not go too well. I'm gonna aim at the main here, see if we can possibly kill this base. And I'm stacking some gremlins in the background.
All units. Enemy engagement. All units. All units.
Tanks have rolled up a little late to the party. So we are going to be able to secure this at the cost of essentially all of my hogs. But that's okay. That's a pretty big win. Oh, it didn't die. Look at that, folks.
All units.
You thought it would die, but it didn't.
All
Just my luck, right? So I lost everything, and all of our forces are a little scattered.
All
But I've got to try something else because I have no hogs, and they have
All units.
just a shit ton of power turret.
All units.
We need some help from the vamps down there, so I signal them.
Units. Enemy engagement.
We got some hunters.
All units. All units. All units. All units. All units. All
But that's a
units.
lot of tanks.
All units.
There is so many tanks.
All units.
Not I don't think those are even spirit bond hunters.
All units.
I'm gonna drop the freeze to try and hold these off a little bit.
All units. All units. All units. All units. All units.
But the forces are kind of sandwiched there.
All units.
I still cannot believe Tiny Shoes base did not die.
All units. All units.
I think I rammed the base with some of my warthogs. That might have been unnecessary,
All units.
and it still survived.
All units. All units.
But the all gremlin strat,
Fortress upgrade complete.
kind of crazy.
All units.
Stunned those guys there. I'm gonna have these hunters help out. Should not have all units stunned like I did there.
All units.
But it's actually kind of effective.
All units.
Those gremlins may be weak, but they're anti-vehicle. These ones don't even have focusing lens quite yet. But that's going to be our next upgrade right there.
All units. All units.
And the goal here is to get to chain amplifier. Help shut down a lot of these tanks.
All units. All units. All units. All units.
But I hope everybody's doing well. Once again, if you do not know, or if you're new here, we do Halo Wars streams every Saturday. And I do Spooky Sundays now. That is a
Research.
stream where I play like some spooky games, like some Dead by Daylight, Friday the 13th. And I'd like for us to play Left 4 Dead 2
All
this
units.
coming Sunday. I thought that would be pretty fun.
Local units. Local units.
We're rolling.
Local units. All units. Supply pad upgraded.
I'm gonna push in here with these hunters. They've got Spirit Bond now, and
Complete.
supported by all these gremlins, it shouldn't be too difficult.
All units.
But the base race is starting.
Chain amplified.
Mr. Pig's pushing in on the far side,
All units.
on the DJ Panic's, or no, that's Shrek's base. So both teams kind of had the same idea there.
Local units. Local units.
Chain amplifier is done,
Units.
and I'm also upgrading those Wolverines just because there's so many
Local units.
vampires. We're really not looking too good.
Local units.
But the chain amp, I'm gonna just try and lock down some of those tanks so it doesn't die as fast. But I got the main forces coming in here. I'm gonna queue up some of these Wolverines as well. But blue is pushing in onto Mr. Pig's base. They just killed it. So it is definitely a base trade situation.
All units. Local units. Local.
But these gremlins are slowly creeping in.
Local units.
And I'm gonna, instead of all unit them, I'm gonna use them a little more effectively. And one by one, we're gonna tap each gremlin and stun all of these tanks to get the most effect out of them.
Local units.
And then just let the lasers do the rest of the work.
All units.
They're really aiming down that base there. So this is an excellent opportunity.
All units. All units. All units.
We're gonna keep them stunned, keep them locked down, and there's not too much the power turret can do against this many.
All units.
So both of my cubbies lost both of their main bases, and Mr. Pig lost his expansion.
All units.
I'm getting some more Wolverines up,
All units.
just because they have the air lead still with those vampires. And we're gonna go all in right now.
All
I'm gonna send these through the teleporter just to get them over there a little faster, because we all know gremlins are slow as molasses.
Local units.
I think I just sent somebody some cash there as well. I can't tell.
Local units. Local units. Local units. Local units. Local
The gremlins are
units.
going through.
Local units.
They're all piling in.
Local units.
Might have been easier just to drive them over there.
Local
I don't know.
Local units. Local units. Local
We're making
units.
some progress.
Local
The Wolverines are coming in.
Local units.
Fun fact, Wolverines are anti-air
Local
units, but they're actually pretty good against vampires,
Local units.
in case you didn't know.
Local units.
Shoe's trying to get an expo back up.
All units. All units.
The gremlins are
All units.
a little too much there.
All units. All units. All units.
I'm gonna keep making some wolves. I've got 16 of them now. Or no, 16 gremlins, 6 wolves.
All units.
Got the counter ball.
All units. All units. All units. All units.
But I ain't scared. I'll take them both on.
All units.
Nice all unit stun right there on those gremlins. Wonderful micro. But I got the reinforcements pulling up here.
Enemy engagement.
And lots of Wolverines in play, so it's going to be hard for him to do anything with these. Do anything with those vampires. And we're just going to be able to keep these tanks stunned.
All units.
Little carpet bomb there and a Mac blast. We've got some more tanks pulling in. Really should have got the... There we go. I'm getting Tech 4. I wanted to get dual launchers because I'm Anders. Why not? I can just... It's so cheap and
All units.
moves... Well, it upgrades very quickly.
All units.
But I'm gonna just park these right below here and do some damage. My homies are showing up as well.
All units. 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 All units.
He's gonna try to take my own vehicles from me. That sneaky, sneaky pig.
All units. All units. All units.
Everybody's falling in now.
All units.
Mr. Shrek and DJ are right behind me.
Dual launchers research. All units. All units. All units. All units. All units. All units. All units.
Got the steady flow. The triple base, I think, was the key. Triple base saved my life.
Units. All units. All units.
But what a game this was. Quite a fun matchup. This was played on stream with viewers, so definitely stop on by if you ever want to
All units.
play in some games. As long as you're not a jerk, that is. We'll let you in and we'll have a good time.
All units.
But yeah, this video is going to be wrapping up here in a few moments. So I just wanted to again say thank you so much for all the support. If you want to join my Discord, I'll leave it in the description.
All units.
Yeah, we have some meetups in there. You can find some players who may want to play, or yeah, typical Discord things.
All units. All units.
But I think I'll just cut out the remainder of this here and go right to the end. Thank you all so much for watching, and make sure you check out a stream on Saturday or Sunday, and I'll catch you on the next one. This is your boy Turnip. Peace.
All units. Your team is victorious.